In here providing another update. We've got some Japanese millet on the dam face here already going to seed. I think these plants stunted out from the lack of sunlight. But we've got about an inch of rain coming. I want to check this beaver dam to see if we've had any activity. And we have not. Bone dry. The seclusion cage is still working great, keeping these beavers out. And we've also killed 4 of them, so that has to be helping too. The water level is looking good. Let's go check on the other sides. This millet here in the sandy area is still looking pretty stunted, and the fact that it's gone to seed tells you it's done. So that's not going to make out a very good crop. But as we slide over here to the wetter areas, the seed heads are looking a little better. Not nearly as big as they should, so I think we're a little bit nutrient deprived. Over here we're looking a little better. These heads are a little larger, but still not what they should be. So I think we are in a nutrient deficient situation here, where this could have used a nice bump of fertilizer or planted it a little bit lighter. But there's certainly some seed in here, and that holds true up that whole entire pond bank. Just wanted to provide a quick update on what we have going on out here. You saw the Japanese millet in the lower swamp is seeding out. The heads are a little bit small, but it's still, I think the vast quantity of the plants in there are still providing a lot of seed. But I do think next year we may mix in a little bit of nitrogen, particularly along the sides of that swamp. The fertilize out in the middle might be pretty difficult. And now we're over here at the rice swamp, and it's gone to seed as well. We have rice. What a beautiful sight. As far as you can see up into this swamp, we have gone to seed. This is September 7th, and we've got really nice seed heads coming on. Could not be happier. Water level is staying down and under control. We've got a lot of rice coming in. We've actually got some smartweed down below it, and there is some actual Japanese millet that jumped up and seeded out already as well. So we've got a lot of food in here, and the water level is still under control after trapping out that last beaver. Want to contrast the differences between what we planted versus what naturally comes up in here. So over here we've got some Johnson grass, which is seed bearing. It's just not very abundant. But we've got Johnson grass, we've got some wild millet that comes in out here, and we've got some smartweed. Some of these areas where I'd overseeded the Japanese millet have been outran and outcompeted by all the Johnson grass, which it's okay because Johnson grass does have seed on it. It's just not very large, but that is a food source. This rice is just beautiful. We've got a lot of seed head in here. Over in the far corner of the dam, and same is holding true, we got a lot of rice coming in. Checking on our other water level control structure here at the rice swamp, and we are looking good. The beavers have not infiltrated our cage. Ever since I caught that last beaver, we have had 0 beaver activity. A lot of good news to report here. We've got Japanese millet going to seed. We've got the rice going to seed. Both swamps have the water level under control. No new beaver activity. We're coming into about an inch of rain this weekend, so I wanted to make sure to get down here to confirm that the beavers hadn't been in here jamming me up and we're going to have a flooding issue. Most likely we're going to flood the lower Japanese millet swamp because that seed will get stripped off the quickest by birds and other critters. This rice is much more resilient to animals and predation as well as flooding. So we're going to wait as long as we can to flood this rice for the later season, and we'll go ahead and we'll flood the lower Japanese millet swamp for the early season.